guys are doing all right. Well, unfortunately, it looks like what we were fearing is starting to unfold here. For a good part of the day, it was actually relatively quiet. No real tornado reports until later in the evening. This, unfortunately, isn't a surprise because this is when we expected the conditions to kind of come together the most. Was a little bit after sunset. It's making for a very dangerous situation as there have been multiple tornadoes on the ground, and currently there are several observed tornado warnings right now. If we look on radar Omega here, we have one towards Jasper, Mississippi. We have a observed tornado towards Lamar, Alabama. And then we have an observed tornado warning for Franklin, Madison, and Tensas. Ten, Tensas. I'm trying to make sure I'm pronouncing that right. But Tensas Parish in Louisiana. And then, of course, there's a couple other radar indicated tornado warnings. This is the storm that is now heading into Alabama here. We're looking at the radar image, which just updated here. We can still see a little bit of a hook echo here, but I do notice that it is starting to look like it's trying to bow out, and this may mean the tornado will lift soon, hopefully. This correlation coefficient is a little bit outdated. It's about 5 minutes old now. We should be getting an update from it soon, I would like to think. But this did confirm that there was a tornado on the ground for a brief period of time, and it looked like it looks like a pretty sizable one. It still very well could be on the ground. There still is a good inflow notch on this storm, but I'm gonna have to wait and see what this CC drop looks like once it finally does update here. Storm is this radar image continues to update about every 2 minutes, and there we go. Wait, okay, that's weird. So I guess my correlation coefficient only updates every couple of minutes, and it's still 4 minutes behind, which is kind of odd. But okay, go ahead and look at the storm velocities real quick before we go ahead and look at what their models look like for the night. It still looks like there's a pretty nice couplet. Okay, so here's where my problem is. This is the first time I've tried the split screen feature with Radar Omega. There's still a lot I'm learning about using this. It's going to be quite a learning curve because this is probably what I'll use whenever I can get to the live stream point. Oh wait, there it goes. There it goes. But still looks like there's a sufficient couplet. Not as tight as probably a couple of scans ago. Let's go ahead and set this in motion just to validate that point. If it'll work. Okay, it's just taking its time. But for the most part today, things have been pretty calm around this region until about maybe the last hour or two. I've been watching like intermittently while I have been at work. I got home not too long ago, just ate, and lo and behold, in that time where I've eaten, that's when business has really started to pick up here. So here's that velocity couplet. Yeah, it's starting to weaken here. And we're starting to lose that little hook signature that we were seeing here as this storm went just north of Columbus and stayed just south of the radar here, but it was in a good spot to where we could get a really good read on the storm here. It's in the perfect spot. But the storm looks like it may be weakening and potentially cycling here. Does look like it has a good slot of warm air able to feed into it. So another tornado could be possible with this storm if this one isn't lifted already. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it and hope for the best here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the models could look like if my computer would work here. All right. So this is us looking at the. I'll close out radar Omega actually. But this is us looking at our temperatures here. We already know the dew points are rich around this area still. So we're mainly going to be focused on where the temperatures are going to be into the 70s tonight and maybe the mid 60s. That's where we're going to probably still be looking at the possibility of a few more severe storms, some of which could produce tornadoes. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to work. I'm having a lot of problems with the computer right now. But those 70s and upper 60s hold out for a while here. So we have an overnight threat on our hands, and it's not even until about early in the morning, maybe about 6, 7, 8 o'clock even Eastern time when this cold front finally comes through. This also this will also create a marginal severe situation a little bit further south around southern Georgia, southern Alabama. Main threat with that will be isolated damaging winds, maybe some hail. But beyond that, I'm not really concerned about a tornado threat. So around this part of the southeast, we'll be starting out our day warm, as you can see here. We'll probably get our high temperature early in the day, but as we drag this along here, get to about close to 12 o'clock, those temperatures are going to be dropping pretty fast, and it's also going to be very windy, so make sure you're prepared for that. Bundle up. And I probably would expect the night to be a little bit cold. But let's go ahead and finally take a look at what the radar could look like. You can see our supercells right here. Excuse me. So here's a few of our supercells here. Here's a little line of storms as well. You can see a few damaging winds out of that. But this is what we'll be expecting into the overnight. This will carry over for a bit. And it's not really till 04Z where we start to lose some of the supercells here. We start getting a little line to beginning to congeal together. Then it goes through the southeast early in the morning. Kind of lingers around till about 8 a.m. And then after that, this line's out of here. And then from there on, it's just going to be a lot cooler get a lot cooler throughout the day. But just a quick update video on the severe weather outbreak that's going on right now. It's been pretty quiet. Like I said, it's really just now starting to heat up here. And I think I actually might be seeing a new tornado watch getting issued. I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and actually I'm going to take a look at that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and look at that and maybe a couple other meso discussions just before I leave you guys. No brand new tornado watches. Well, no. Wait, yes there is. Indeed there is. 5 minutes ago, and this one's a PDS. This is stretching through Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. It's probably a little bit further to the north. I think it's this one right here. Can't get the image to load. I'm going to see if I can't click that. Nope, it's not really loading for me, unfortunately. That's kind of annoying. Nope. It was worth a try. But what we do need to know, the fact of the matter is that there is now a new tornado watch that's been issued for parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And this is now a particularly dangerous situation. In fact, I think I might have found it just by looking at this meso discussion, which is right about here. Okay. Oh, that's more of a severe thunderstorm watch. This isn't really talking about tornadoes. Dang it. This is kind of the closest thing I've done to a live video, I guess, so I apologize for that. But we'll look at the meso discussion real quick here. It's pretty much the same deal. But that's pretty much all I got for you on this video. Sorry I'm not able to live stream yet. I would love to do it. But we're not there yet. In due time, though, folks. In due time. But anyone that's in those affected areas, please stay safe throughout the night. The threat is not over yet. Just make sure that you have a way to get those warnings, have a place to take shelter at. And if you haven't already had to take shelter, I would just stay there. That's really the best thing. That's really the best advice that I could give you. And just ride things out for the night. No, it's not the most fun thing to do, but I'm trying to keep you safe here. But anyways, enough rambling from me. I'll have a video for you guys in the morning. This has been Ty, Metalhead Weatherman. You guys stay safe again and have a good night.